All right, I'm gonna try this again. So today is April 1st, April Fool's Day, and I had a dream this morning that I can't get out of my mind today. And at first I kind of wrote it off because honestly, I was not feeling good all night or this morning when I woke up from the dream. Kind of felt like my blood pressure was off all night and I just was feeling like nauseous and just not feeling good. So I just kind of thought, well, maybe I'm dreaming this because, you know, my brain and my body are doing weird things, and you know how when you don't feel well, you have weird dreams. But to be honest, like, whenever the fact that Donald Trump is in this dream, to me, whenever I have had dreams about him in the past, they always turn out to have meaning in the end. And the fact that it's also April Fool's Day, that I'm having a dream, and I have not had a dream like this in forever. I just kind of thought that was interesting. So for what it's worth, I thought I'd just go ahead and throw it out there and see what you guys think. So in the dream, I'm like at my neighbor's house over here, like where you can see her property up there. In the dream, she had inherited this farmland from her father, and there was like this big huge white barn on it, like on cinder blocks and everything. Like it was a huge like mostly like cinder block and like cement building / barn. And the dream started out where my parents were looking to move. There's a huge bird down there. And so there was a lot more details to the dream that seemed to be more focused on that aspect of the dream of my parents looking to move. So I'll just kind of leave those out for now. But so my parents had been house hunting and I was with them. I don't know if you guys can see that bird or not. He's making a nest. So we had just finished house hunting and we ended up over here where you can see at my neighbor's property. And in the dream there was that huge barn there, but it's not there in real life. But she had inherited this land from her father, and all of a sudden excuse me, all of a sudden Donald Trump showed up with like sorry, my girls are playing over here. All of a sudden Donald Trump showed up with like a small entourage of people, maybe like 3 or 4 other people. I specifically remember like a female assistant, and then strangely enough he was also with former West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin. And so Donald Trump is like talking to my neighbor and he's like, so I had a question. She's like, okay. And he's like, should I ever need some place to like film or record some footage, would you be open to allowing me to use this location in this barn? And she's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I'm just kind of standing there like, you know, what would he need that for? Because obviously, you know, billionaire, and, you know, there's anywhere in the world that he could choose to record footage like that. And then also, obviously, like the rest of the media, he could also just use green screen, which is something that they, you know, seem to opt for these days. So I'm like, what would you need to come here for? Like, if you needed something that looked like this, like, you could make that anywhere. So I thought that was strange. But then what was really weird was, so he and Joe Manchin started cutting up at this point and just laughing and joking and laughing back and forth, kind of like they had an inside joke going. And then suddenly, like, Donald Trump took Joe Manchin's hand and kissed it. I know that sounds weird, but it wasn't like a gay thing. It was just like an inside joke that they had going. And I'm just kind of like standing there like, okay, that's weird. Like, what does that mean? Like, it was obviously like some kind of inside joke between them. So, but very symbolic there. So pretty much that's the gist of the dream. Like I said, there was other details, but they kind of seemed to be more focused on my family. So I'll leave those out. But yeah, the fact that Donald Trump was in the dream always turns out to mean something when I dream about him. And then today is April 1st, April Fool's Day. And then, like, I have not had dreams in such a long time. So for me to have that today is pretty interesting. And like I said, you know, what would he need to use that location for? Like, you could use a green screen or any of your property or any of your rich elite friends that had farmland or whatever. You could, like, why would you actually need to come here to do that? So I don't even know if this is like something specifically focused on West Virginia, because that's, you know, what he was coming for. And then, like I said, Joe Manchin was there. And he's our former governor, so there's a lot of like West Virginia ties to that as well. I don't really know. So just let me know what you guys think. And then while I'm on here, I think it was like a month ago that I had that dream. It was basically like a second 9/11. I just typed that one on my community page, and I did not like come on here and verbally talk about it. So I want to share that dream verbally, but I can't do it right now. I'm gonna have to wait till the kids have their naps or quiet time today. But I will make an attempt to come back on here later and verbally explain that dream, because it was very vivid, very detailed, crazy, kind of scary, and it still has not left me. And I feel like I just need to like verbally talk about what I saw in that dream. It just looked like 9/11 all over again. And like I said, there was a lot of details to it. But yeah, I did share this dream on my community page. I just typed a little bit about it, but I don't feel like that is doing it justice. And I just feel like I need to talk about it and put it out there, because I feel like God was really showing me something with that. And I don't just want to hang on to it and not share it with anybody if he's wanting that to be a warning. So I'm going to end this here. Let me know what you guys think. I don't really know if there's anything to this dream or not, because like I said, I'm not feeling good today. But it could mean something. So, all right, bye.